What's going on, everybody? I'm here to give you your core fundamental for today, and today I have an album review for you guys. I recently picked up this LP from my local record store. I tell you, I can't stop spinning it because it is such tight, great thrash and death metal, metallic hardcore, whatever you want to call it, late 80s, early 90s extreme metal. And the band that I'm talking about is called Power Trip. So Power Trip is a crossover thrash, death metal, metallic hardcore band from Dallas, Texas. It's very early 90s, late 80s style metal. And if you're a fan of that style, metal style music, I definitely recommend that you check these out. And you can check them out by clicking on the logo right there. That leads them to their Facebook page. And here's a little snippet of what they sound like. So, the song that you just heard was called Armageddon Blues off their EP Armageddon Blues. So I'm just letting you know you will not find this song on this record. Just giving you a little demo of what the band sounds like. So yeah, this is their debut album, Manifest Decimation. And the story of me picking up this record was, I was at my local record store, like always, because I am a vinyl collector. And the heavy section that they have is mostly, punk, hardcore, and metalcore bands here and there. Mostly, the majority of the heavy section was, bands like Cro-Mags and Integrity and Terror, those types of metallic hardcore bands. And I found this album within the bins, and I was like, whoa, do they finally have like a death metal album in here? And I did some research on the band, and I saw that a lot of people refer to this band as a metallic hardcore band, and when I listen to this album, I think I hear elements of metallic hardcore in it, but I also hear thrash metal and death metal, and it sounded like an album that was produced back in like the late 80s, early 90s. It's definitely like a throwback, nostalgic metal album. It's very, very classic, and the thing that makes it nostalgic in a sense is the fact that the producing on it, like the drums and the guitars, have a lot of reverb in it, and the drums are very analogish, and you don't hear that a lot on most metal albums nowadays because a lot of things are unfortunately compressed. But I don't mind compressed music as long as the music is great. But man, there's nothing that beats, that reverby, echoey, classic metal sound that most of us don't hear anymore. So this is the album itself, and another reason why I bought it is because I am a sucker for great, immersive, gruesome, brutal album covers. That's the type of records I like to collect, is like ones with great artwork on it, and this artwork is exceptional. I believe the artist's name is Pablo Madman Giraldi, if I pronounce that correctly. He's from Italy. I'll leave a description in the link. He's a great artist, and he doesn't just do album covers. He does illustrative stuff as well. And you look at the album cover, and there's just like a nuclear explosion in the background with like, and there's a city over here in the background that's like really far away, and in the center there's this skull figure with like half a brain on the other side. It's just all out gruesomeness, and it's really fun to explore in this album. And if you take a look inside, it comes with a paper, don't know if you can see that, of the lyrics themselves, along with on the back a little picture of the band performing at some venue, I don't know. And the LP itself comes in a little black sleeve. Nothing fancy, just a plain black LP with the Power Trip logo in the center. And yeah, so that is Power Trip's Manifest Decimation. I think it is an an awesome record for those those metal purists out there, and just no bullshit. It's just pure nostalgic sounding death metal. Not death metal, I should say, but thrash, death, and metallic hardcore. A lot of the blended elements of those classic metal bands. And I should say that it is definitely not a nothing new. We've heard this music before. It's definitely classic. It's definitely traditional in a sense, but I think it's just a fun album to listen to if you're a diehard metal fan. So go check it out. Power Trip Manifest Decimation. You can click on the album cover right there, which will lead you to their merch store to purchase the album. And yeah, that is all for today. I hope to see you guys next video. Until next time.